We apologize for interrupting this broadcast with breaking news in Runograd. Odin forces are destabilized and unorganized after the death of their chief interrogator, the Torturer. The Torturer has now been publicly identified as Thomas Sheffield, a former anatomy specialist who used his knowledge on the human body to provide effective and brutal torture techniques. However, the Torturer's death was not nearly enough to incapacitate Odin, which are still being heavily supplied and are seizing villages, cities, and resources at rapid rates. After the liberation of hostages located at the Ronograd Department of Utilities and Sakrena, this maneuver has solidified the British Armed Forces' stance on the island. Despite this victory, Ronograd citizens refuse to leave their homes due to uncertainty of the Torturer's demise, and some are even radicalizing themselves and their neighbors in solidarity with Odin forces. British Armed Forces officials say that Russian collusion is highly probable and is currently being investigated by multiple human rights organizations as well as other countries in the fight against Odin at Ronograd. The Kremlin spoke briefly about the situation and called the accusation of collusion an act of provocation. This has been stated despite Odin communications revealing massive amounts of supplies being sent from Russian ports. The Kremlin also claims that whatever weapons leave the country and are shipped to Ronograd are purely from private corporations and never a governmental order, and said corporations are protected by the law. Many are wondering why the buildup in arms manufacturing and both defensive and offensive measures by the Russian armed forces, including the mobilization of 30,000 unmarked soldiers at various ports near Ronograd, are remotely necessary. But various media outlets backed and funded by the Russian government assures that it's merely a training exercise. The war is far from over, and it seems that Odin is still getting stronger every day. So far, the war's casualties are numbered in the thousands. As Odin's aggression rises during the war, so will casualties on both sides, including innocent civilians. And now on to other news. A new strain of virus is spreading across...
Я не знаю, на дельте потише, конечно, вот, но... Да, я сейчас пошел, треугольник заземлил его, чтобы его, то есть, заземлил.